A curious tale about solar panels. The September 2006 issue of Scientific American was dedicated to exploring the future of energy beyond the carbon era. The editors share a sobering outlook. Decades may pass before hydrogen-powered trucks and cars relegate gasoline and diesel-fueled vehicles to antique auto shows. Until that happens, we'll muddle through somehow. Scientific American 3. But why does it take so long for some energy technologies to get from the lab and industrial applications to the service of consumers? Take solar panels, for example. A high-street electronics chain in London now sells educational solar power kits for around the £20 mark. Serious, roof-dwelling solar panels that will power equipment in your home sell in DIY superstores at around £2,500. That's a price tag for the wealthy or very committed, but at least consumers can push their trolleys past the technology. Solar panels have only recently appeared on the shelves of retail outlets, so you'd forgive them for posing as new technology. But they're not. While England was priming itself for what was to become its most famous World Cup, a contributor to the July 1966 edition of Wireless World faced a copy deadline for the magazine. His name was Bollen, and he provided a circuit for a solar-powered battery charger. As he put it, the ability of solar cells to convert sunlight directly into useful electrical energy has been well demonstrated in satellite applications. An advantage of the solar battery is that it allows true, unattended operation in locations remote from a power supply and promises an outstanding degree of reliability. Wireless World 343. Over 4 meticulously illustrated pages, Bollen goes on to provide a blueprint for a circuit that will trickle charge a battery from a solar cell. Bollen shows that you can run something that uses 1 milliamp of current for 2.74 hours in a 24-hour period. He leaves us guessing what application he had in mind for this tiny current, but the rig could also have powered the bulb of a toy torch for a few seconds a day. Still, the circuit is there and the date is mid-1966. Don't be distracted by Bollen's talk of satellite applications. His circuit is a million miles from rocket science. In fact, it's the simplest of the bunch in this edition of a magazine that was pitched at everyone between novice constructor and electronics professional. Someone with barely any experience could have thrown a demonstration version of this circuit together in 15 minutes flat. And all the parts were available from specialist suppliers in London and southeast England. The listed supplier for assorted selenium and silicon cells is International Rectifier. I contacted the company to find out how much a similar solar cell cost at the time Bollen wrote his feature. A single cell measuring about 1 centimeter by 2 centimeters cost $4, right up to 1966. In his feature, Bollen describes various combinations between 1 cell and 4, so the most expensive part of his circuit cost between $4 and $16, or about $25 to $100 in today's money. World's first solar-powered car, 1912. But what came back from International Rectifier, IR, proved far more interesting than price information. It turns out that the company had demonstrated the world's first solar-powered car, a 1912 model of the Baker Electric, as early as 1958. They achieved the stunt by making a high-output solar panel less than 2 meters long and just over a meter wide from a whole bank of little solar cells. Commercial, industrial, and military customers went on to buy solar panels from International Rectifier. So why has it taken almost 50 years for solar panels to reach our shops? Southface, a non-profit, sustainable living organization based in the USA, point out that solar cell technology has been uselessly competing against the relative fall in price that occurred in the fossil fuel market in the 90s. But Southface believe that major orders of consumer solar cell units in countries such as Japan may finally signal the start of an era when solar cell production will benefit from economies of scale. I hope so. In the meantime, it's anyone's guess how long will it take for the consumer-led technology revolution to swat our energy problems.
For more content like this, please visit learnforfree.biz.
Content produced and distributed by AllSuperInfo. All rights reserved.
Discover the proven formula for automated sales and success that you can apply to your business in under 30 minutes.
Reserve your seat at allsupport.info/webinar.